Hey guys, welcome back to Here We Go Again, and it is Kennedy talking, your host. So, I have so much to talk about today, and I'm so excited. Well, first off, this week has been such a good week for me. And I don't even really know why, because I haven't done a ton of stuff. And today I'm recording this right now on a Thursday night, but I feel like I've just had a very productive week for myself. And I nanny every single day, but I just feel like some of the things that I've been holding off to do, like the things I've been dreading to do, like sending emails and stuff with college and filling out paperwork, I got all that done this week, and I don't know, I just feel happy that I got it done and that I don't have to worry about it. Like, it was always in the back of my mind that I had to do it, and I'm glad I just got it over with. And that makes me super, super happy. And I also have been doing a lot of stuff for this podcast, just, looking into different things to talk about. And honestly, previous to this podcast, like me starting my own podcast, kind of documenting my life, I wasn't a huge podcast listener. To people and their day-to-day life, and I didn't stay tuned to anything. I did stay tuned to this daily one that would be posted, and they were 10 to 15 minutes. It was just a motivational podcast, your daily motivation and stuff like that. It was just daily. Literally, I would just listen to it to the gym to kind of get me hype. But other than that, I didn't really listen to anyone's podcasts. And I've kind of been reaching out to different people, kind of asking them what podcasts to listen to and stuff. So I got a good list that I should start to listen to. Maybe I'll start listening to them in the car ride this weekend. But yeah, I'm going to start listening to those. So maybe that'll help me out a little bit with this. But other than that, my week has just been amazing. I don't know. My anxiety has been super low this week. I've just been super go with the flow. I've been super motivated at the gym this week. I've been starting my mornings every morning at 4 a.m., getting up, and I don't get on my phone for 30 minutes besides to turn off my alarm. And I've been doing stretching and this meditation, not meditation, but just, what's the word? What is the word? Manifesting and kind of meditating and meditating and yoga-ish. Just kind of stretching my body out to the point where it feels good. And then I head to the gym at 4:30. And it's just been a nice, I don't feel rushed in the morning. I feel awake then by the time I get to nannying at 7. And I feel productive, I guess. Yeah, when the alarm goes off, you're oh my gosh, just 5 more minutes of sleep, But I kind of just lay there when I'm thinking that I'm really, what's 5 more minutes going to do, Kennedy? Get up, So, yeah, wasting daylight, people. So, yeah, I just had a great week. I don't know. It makes me happy. Okay. This week, I'm kind of talking on something that I'm not super knowledgeable about. And so don't be super critical of me in this because I'm going to be talking about zodiac signs. And I don't know how I feel about them. I guess that's how I'm going to start off because I'm someone that believes in God, and I know that that's not part of zodiac signs aren't astrology isn't part of that, and it's not connected type of things. But let's be honest, they're oddly very similar to who you are. I'm not saying everything, but it's very odd. I enjoy reading them. Do I believe them 100%? No. I don't sit down every day and I'm let me read my zodiac sign. It's just the characteristic of my zodiac sign is exactly who I am, which is so weird. But I don't sit down and watch like read what my zodiac sign is for the day and what's going to happen throughout my day, you know? Like, I don't really believe in that. But I do like to kind of like read the characteristics and stuff like that. I think that's super interesting. So yeah, I'm going to talk about that. But don't be harsh about it if you like know everything about this, because I'm literally going to read off the characteristics and if I think they're correct or not about me. Like, I don't really know. So, I mean, I think they're kind of interesting. So I guess if you do know a lot about it and I'm like wrong about something, just like text me and let me know, or just like critique me or something. So my birthday is November 20th. And I'm a Scorpio. And I had this happen to me at a party like 2 weeks ago. And keep in mind, I am not super educated on zodiac signs at all. So I walk into this party, which I'm already not familiar with the people. Like, it was my first party at this location, and I kind of just tagged along with friends. I literally didn't know anyone there besides maybe 2 or 3 people, okay? So I walk in, and I'm there for like a good 30 minutes, just kind of talking, meeting a couple people. And like, just like a couple girls like kind of come over, and they're like, hey, what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. And this girl, I'm like, hey, like, I'm Kennedy, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, what's your zodiac sign? And I was kind of caught off guard because she didn't even know me. And she was very straightforward with it. And I was like, oh my gosh, is she really about to judge me on this? Like, because my zodiac sign is known to sometimes just doesn't hit people the right way. So, and you'll see that later on. But I looked at her and I was like, I kind of just paused, and I thought she was kidding, and she just was like waiting, and I was like, oh, I'm a Scorpio. And she goes, oh. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, oh, what? And she goes, so you're like a really big bitch. And guys, when I said, I just stood there in complete silence because I was kind of caught off guard. I was like, am I a bitch? And I was like, no, like, I'm really nice, but like, I guess if you kind of do me wrong, then you're not on my good side, but I'm not completely and utterly mean to you. But I kind of was like, no, like, I'm really open and nice, like, I'll talk to you. And she literally was just like so standoffish. She was like, okay, like, I felt super uncomfortable, and I was just kind of like, what in the heck? So then the next day when I was at home, I was like, okay, why did she say this? And so I was like looking up different things. I literally was looking up on my phone, are Scorpio women a bitch? Like, like, I really was like reflecting myself on this. And it was just funny when the things came up, and I was like, oh my gosh, wow, like, she was kind of like, not right, but like, in a way, like, I was kind of correct. Like, if someone does do me wrong, you know, like, I'm kind of not the happiest person. You're not on my greatest side. But it was just funny that she just, like, knew. And she said that so open and bluntly. Like, I was like, I don't know. I thought it was really funny. But let's get into my zodiac sign. And if you do know me personally, I honestly think this really is my personality, the majority of the things. And I just think it's crazy. Like, literally, it's crazy. Like, I feel as if I didn't know someone and they're like, what's the best way I could get to know you without talking to you? And I would just say, look up Scorpio girl characteristics, because I think they're very accurate. So, yeah. Okay, so Scorpio. Also, I don't really know. I don't know why I keep saying, like, Scorpio girls. Like, I don't know if Scorpio girls and Scorpio guys have different characteristics. I don't really know, because 2 of my boyfriends that I've dated have both been Scorpios too. So I'm trying to think if they were, I mean, like, yeah, they had like the same character. Actually, 3 of them have. Yeah. One of them were very not a Scorpio at all. Kind of opposite. Was he a Scorpio? I don't even know. I don't even know at all. But I'm pretty sure he was. But the other two, I guess they were really like me. And we kind of butted heads on, which would make sense once I get into this. But yeah, that's kind of odd. I don't know. If someone does know if like Scorpio men and Scorpio women are like different, let me know. That kind of intrigues me now. I might just like look it up. I don't know. Okay. So Scorpios. Also, I didn't do accurate research. I literally just looked up like characteristics of a Scorpio woman. Like I didn't do any digging. So I just kind of like, I read a confirmed article. I actually read 3. And I just wrote down like similar ones that they all had. So yeah, these are like the most popular ones. So the first one is passionate. I read passionate and I was kind of like, yes, if I want to be, like if I'm passionate about something, like I will pursue it, and I am very passionate and I'm like straightforward about it. But only if I want to be. Like if I really don't care about something, I'm not going to be passionate about it, and you'll know. Another one is like ambitious, which if you ask anyone, I am very ambitious. Like I'm a go-getter. So if I want something, I'm going to get it. And I'm like determined, like I'm hard-headed with that. Which I think that's a really good characteristic to have, but sometimes, it's not the best. Assertive and cautious. I'm a very assertive and cautious person, sometimes too much. Like, I really, really read my surroundings, and I know what's up. I don't really know if that's what they meant by that, but not even like surroundings, but people. Like I know what people I'm around, and what people, when I'm around this group of people, I'm going to be associated with them. Like I'm very assertive, and like I pay attention to that stuff. Full of imagination. I guess I didn't really like read into this, but like I guess if this means like imagining my future, I guess. I don't know. I guess I imagine my future like almost every single day. I really do. Like when I'm bored, like that's probably the first thing that pops in my mind. Like I just create an image of it in my head. I don't know if that's what it means, but I guess in a way. Loyal and honest. I am a very loyal person. But if you do me wrong once, I guess this is on here, but I hold grudges. Which probably isn't like the best characteristic, but like I will not be loyal to you once you do me wrong. Like that's over, And that was honestly like one of the number one things that I read about Scorpios, and I was like, basically. And I think that's good and bad in some ways, because I'm very stubborn and like I'll hold my ground on that. Because like once you do me wrong once, and sorry about it, like you're like losing out on that, Next is hardworking. Yes. If I want to be again, like if I really want to apply myself and be hardworking in something, I will be. But if there's like something I should be hardworking in and giving my all in, but I don't really want to, I won't. Like I'll kind of slack a little bit. Which, yeah, like I pick and choose when I'm hardworking in. But when like the next one's determined. Like when I'm determined in something, I will work my ass off to like get it done. Like I will get that crap done, and I'm determined about it. Stubborn. Yes, 100%. Everyone knows I'm very stubborn. And sometimes it's not the best, but also growing up in middle school and high school, I feel like it's a great time to be very stubborn, and kind of, because that's like a hard time where people get peer pressured into things. And I don't think I have never gotten peer pressured into things, because I say no. Like if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it, and there's no one going to be able to talk me into it. I think that is very accurate, and I think my mom would even say that. Like, even if someone was convincing me that like my mom, like she, like parents know everything. When she knows something and she's trying to like tell me, like, Kennedy, I know I'm right, I'm kind of like, okay, like I'll just say okay, but in my head I'm like, No, she's